Hi, Assalamualaikum to my respected lecturer, Madam Rosanna Liza and my fellow friends. I assume we all had a work delay before this. Thus, I would like to give a speech today about the causes of procrastination. Did you know that procrastinators feel actual physical pain when contemplating the dreaded task? It's true. I learned about it in Barbara Oakley's book, A Mind for Numbers, which say we procrastinate about that things make us feel uncomfortable. Medical imaging studies have shown that math phobia, for example, appears to avoid math because even just thinking about it seems to hurt. The pain centers of their brains light up when they contemplate working on math. Now, what our natural reaction when we are confronted with the pain? Avoidance. That's why we procrastinate. Certain tasks make us feel bad, and in order to mitigate these uncomfortable and painful feelings, we simply avoid the task. Then, the problem solved, at least for now. Okay, in real life, a lot of this is happening unconsciously well below our everyday awareness. You sit down at your computer and you swear on yourself you will work on your important school project. Next thing you know, it's 10 hours later. You are checked your email a gazillion times, uploaded a new Facebook profile picture, went through 100 sheets of page on Reddit, read multiple articles in your Twitter feed, and browse through all your friend Instagram feeds. The only thing that you haven't done is your work, that important project. Before I explain any further about the cause of procrastination, let me explain what is meant by procrastination. According to the Dr. Funam rule, procrastination refers to a prevalent self-regulatory failure that allows to deferring necessary action required to successfully complete tasks on time, and instead of engage in activity that are more rewarding with a short-term over a long-term gains. Now, we go back to the first main point of the causes of procrastination, which is a lack of motivation. People often procrastinate because they are not motivated enough to work on a given task. For example, a student might be procrastinate when it comes to studying for a test in subject that isn't relevant to their major because they don't care about getting a good grade on it. Okay, this is an often issue when the main motivation for performing a task is extrinsic, as in the case of someone who is pressured by their parents to do well in school, rather than someone who is intrinsic, as in the case of someone who simply wants to feel that they are successfully learn the material. Accordingly, when people are driven to accomplish certain tasks by an external source of motivation, they are generally display a higher level of procrastination than when they are driven by an internal and autonomous source of motivation. Furthermore, there are various other reasons why people can be unmotivated to work on a task. For example, in some cases, people are unmotivated because they don't value their reward for performing the task, or because they experience a disconnect between the task that they need to perform and the reward that is associated with it. Finally, note that the different people have different levels of general achievement motivation, which means that some people are more driven and motivated than others to pursue their goals in life. Accordingly, those who have lower level of achievement motivations are more likely to procrastinate on a various task. Okay, now we go to the second main point of the causes of procrastination. The second main point of the causes of procrastination is perfectionism. Yes, people procrastinate because of their perfectionism. Perfectionism. Perfectionism might seem like a desirable characteristic. Perfectionism strive for high standard and to be the best at everything. But perfection is impossible to achieve and aiming for it sets unrealistic expectation. As a result, they develop a fear of failure. They wind up putting things off because they feel they won't do something well enough or do it right. Perfectionism can lead to procrastination in several ways, such as by making someone so afraid of making mistakes that they end up not taking any action at all, or by making someone so worried about publishing something with any flaws that they end up reworking their project indefinitely instead of releasing it when it's ready. For example, someone might delay working on their book because they want every line that they write down to be perfect from the start, which causes them to not to write anything at all. Similarly, someone who has finished writing their book might repeatedly delay sending it out for feedback because they want to make sure that it's flawless first, so they keep going over it again and again. While it's reasonable to want to create and publish high quality work, the problems start when perfectionism aims for unattainable flawlessness, which cause them to procrastinate by giving them a seemingly valid excuse for unnecessary delays. In that regard, note that perfectionism doesn't always lead to a procrastination. There are even situations where a person's perfectionism can make them less likely to procrastinate by pushing them to do a good job and complete their tasks in a timely manner. As such, perfectionism isn't always a negative thing and only leads to issue when it causes people to unnecessarily delay things because they are overly worried about their work not being flawless. Okay. As a matter of fact, we should attempt to prevent the tendency of procrastination since it will damage our life and cause our task or job to be completed late. There are several methods for avoiding procrastination. Among these, we prioritize the most vital jobs, no matter how difficult they are, divide them, and work on them separately. We also push ourselves on a regular basis with positive ideas and see how things improve. Last but not least, I conclude my speech with a quotation from Christopher Parker. Procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill. That's all from me. My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Maisa. Assalamualaikum.